Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seeing, I was talking to Coach Chrissy earlier today, and she was telling me one of the X factors for them is coming out with the right energy and coming out to start with the right energy. And a lot of times, you travel on a bus, you come an hour and a half across the valley, for Ottawa, they might have that energy, that angstiness. Justice needs to match that energy. They need to surpass it, in fact.
Absolutely do. We're about 6 minutes from game time. What are you looking to see tonight besides the energy factor? I'm hoping that we see some more of the young front line that we've seen this past couple of matches. Just see them expand their role even more. And then, of course, good, hard, solid hits from our hitters as well. Some off-target stuff last week, Matt. Really good hits, but just long.
Just a little bit off can equal a lot of points that you don't quite get. And we got Maddie Moran just told us she's out for tonight, so she won't be in the action. But we have obviously everyone else is available. Looks like for the most part. So no, Maddie. It's rare not to see Maddie's libero jersey out there.
No, it looks like Yvette Rodriguez is taking those responsibilities tonight, along with Zoe Pepper, who will be starting at libero for us. So, Maddie said Friday night she took an inadvertent elbow, and she'll be out here with a concussion. Hopefully she feels better very soon.
She'll be back for sure. And, of course, you wouldn't expect anything less. She can't play, but she's on the bench cheering on her team. And right there as really a de facto assistant coach tonight.
Absolutely. Both teams facing off here and looking at each other. I always like this part of the warm-ups because you're wondering, are they friendly looks or are they trying to stare each other down? You ever seen those the dances on the soccer field? What do they call those? The New Zealanders. They come out,
right,
and they do the dance to intimidate the other team. Right here we got some stares coming down from the Ottawa Spirit.
This is where you directly scout your opponent, and you're watching who's the strong hitter, who's got the energy, who's got the thunder, who's bringing the lumber, all these things. And so, I'd just be staring daggers if it was me, Jason. Just staring into the void, trying to get that intimidation factor.
Absolutely. So let's go through tonight's starters. Our friend Cody Ness is going to be on the PA doing that in just a minute, but it's a little bit hard to hear on the broadcast, so let's go through them here. First for Ottawa, at middle blocker, number 12, Giabella Junkie. Outside hitter, number 50, Bentley Sloan. Outside hitter, number 19, very cool name, Aquariana Thomas. At setter, number 21, Bailey Nibel. I apologize if I messed that up. Middle blocker, number 9, Allison Pavanka. At the opposite side, number 1, Katie Urbana. And their starting libero is Addison Adams, number 5. They are coached by assistant coach Tyler Gardenhire and head coach Diana Ragoza. You want to handle Justice there, Matt?
Absolutely. Starting for your Justice University Lions. Middle blocker, we have Ray Fuller, number 3. At middle blocker, number 6, Lana Hoffman. We have at outside hitter, senior Alyssa Parra, number 9. We have the other outside hitter, Malayla Chegg, number 10. Middle blocker, Samantha Atwood, number 11 tonight. And as you mentioned earlier, starting at libero, Zoe Pepper, number 13. And setting tonight, doing the starting, is Braden Calamity, number 24.
Lions are coached by assistant coach Jackie Tapia and head coach Chrissy Gust. As we're toying around with some of the nicknames, I think you said Christy Gust of Wind?
Chrissy Gust of Wind emoji. It's a little bit lengthy.
Wind emoji. Okay, that's a mouthful.
We have to trim that down a little bit.
Chrissy GWE.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. If y'all have any ideas for good nicknames or anything for any of these players, throw them in the chat and be curious to see what you got as we start broadcasting. These ladies go on a road trip. They're heading out to California, but first they have a doubleheader tomorrow in Prescott at the Yavapai Invitational Tournament. I'm excited to see how they do up there. I thought about taking a day trip and getting out of the heat, but just too much going on in real life, Matt, to get out of town for a day.
I feel that. It does sound nice, though. It's been cool today, though. Decent weather. Looks like a storm's brewing for tonight.
Anybody who's watching from out of state wants to know that 90 degrees is still cool here for this time of year.
That's sweater weather.
Sweater weather. And this is definitely humid time, though, because we're in monsoon season, and
Yeah,
we're getting a little bit of rain, seems like each night this week, which has been kind of nice.
it has been nice. Very nice to see that.
We're just about ready to get started. Coach is getting their final words in with their team, and then we will be hearing from public address announcer Cody Ness with the introductions for tonight's match. Teams get ready to go here. That is a very large team in number there. We're going to have a lot of fresh legs, as you mentioned.
Yes. They seem to have a lot of team spirit, being the Ottawa spirit.
Starting early, Matt.
We have to. That's how we stay alive.
Lions Loyal's a little bit light out there tonight, so if you are watching this and you are on campus or near campus, you need to get over here and add to the cheers and the heckles.
I agree. You can record the football game and watch it later.
True. Plus, I mean, it's the Cowboys, so. I mean, should I not say that when we're live?
It's one quarter, and it's over, basically. We'll see.
Wow, you give them a quarter. That's impressive.
Maybe.
Tonight's officials taking a moment to verify the roster sheets and lineups match the ladies on the court. These officials are familiar faces here at Justice. They've been with us basically since the beginning of the program. They've come out here and served as officials and seem to be fair and balanced most of the time, which is all you can ask for.
I noticed they've changed places from where they were last week, and we don't have the backline flag officials. So we'll see if that is a factor tonight.
Well, we talked a little bit on the podcast about countable games versus non-countable games, and this happens to be a non-countable match because this is not Ottawa's main team, and so I think that's why we don't have the linesmen tonight. I think it's more of a friendly scrimmage, and so, yeah, hopefully it doesn't become an issue. Although these officials have good eyes, so I think we're good.
Absolutely. He's got the bird eye view up there on the lifeguard stand, so we'll see.
The lifeguard stand, yes. Just in case someone starts drowning out there.
You never know. You can never be too careful.
The Lions are going to start with the serve, and it's going to be Braden Calamity back to serve. And here we go. Got up there with Sam right at the beginning. She's picking up where she left off last week with the block. The net helped a little bit, but Sam was right there.
It's a good start for the Lions. You want to get that first point under your belt, get a little momentum picking up, and that's what they've done.
Comes the serve again. Outside this time. Zoe Pepper there to pick that one up. Braden out to Alyssa. Good kill from Mara. And an early 2-0 lead for the Lions. Coach Gardenhire getting a little bit nervous over there already, I think. He's already walking the sidelines. Doesn't want this to get too far away from anybody. Just a little bit long for Braden, and the ball goes over to the Spirit. 2-1 in favor of the Lions.
Now, is on the line in or out, Jason?
On the line is in.
So that was just a little long, missed the line just barely.
Here's Bailey Nibel, number 21.
That one's way long.
Very long compared to Braden's last serve.
Just a bit outside, Jason.
And here comes the
flying squirrel, Alyssa Parra, back to serve.
Your flying server, the flying squirrel. The set out back. The net got there on that one, but again, the front line right there. So we will give the assist to the net on that, but good defense.
Ray Fuller was right there also, ready to clean up if that got over the net.
Good serve by Parra. Set into the A. Oh, there's some confusion. Push over the net there. Here comes the set to Malela, who puts it back where that outside hitter was. Set to the outside.
Great recovery.
Yeah, good pickup from Braden. There's a set from the green line. Pepper picks that one back up. Their blocker gets up to put that back, and just not enough. Valiant effort from Malela.
That was a great rally there. Just couldn't quite put it away. I like to see the movement there. A lot of good recoveries on balls that were placed in weird places there. They're able to get and recover and get it back over the net.
Aquariana Thomas with the serve. Braden gets that back over to Atwood. Probably didn't need to go after that one, but we will say thank you and take that point.
I like that move she did there. She kind of punched it over, and it caught him by surprise enough that it wound up working out.
And now Sam back to serve. A little bit of confusion when you have the middle blocker, but the setter is setting right at the middle. The blocker doesn't want to run him over, so she had to kind of jump up and tip that one.
Outside.
Hit, but out of bounds, and that's a point Lions. Ottawa looking for the touch, but not there. 6-2 in favor of the home team. Good.
Oh, Ray Fuller.
Ray Fuller and Lana Hoffman right there, but Ray got full contact on that ball.
I like what the front line's doing so far, Jason. They're showing a lot of momentum already. Let's see if Sam Atwood can string together some serves.
I'm a little disappointed, Matt. I said she had full contact.
Oh, boy. I missed it.
And that's a net violation on Ottawa.
Jason, you can't do that.
So in the middle of the play, I can't do that? What do you mean?
No, you can't touch the net in volleyball.
Oh, that's not allowed.
You can't do that.
I've been to other schools where they might start chanting, "You can't do that." I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Lions loyal, if you want to start chanting, "You can't do that" when there's a violation, feel free. We got 8-2, and there's a timeout for Ottawa. Well, Matt, so far so good. This is the way we wanted to start.
This is the kind of start you hope for. Again, to get some momentum. See if you point lead, you can start to relax a little bit, play loose, play like you know to play.
Yep, and now we just filled up the stands over there with a lot of the baseball guys just came. Some of the soccer guys are here. So thank you, Lions Loyal, for getting out here and supporting the women's volleyball team. Atwood with the serve. Here comes the set behind her. It's a good strong hit and a little too strong. You usually want to get it inside those green lines, I think.
That's usually best practice, Jason, but we'll take it. Sam Atwood again back to serve, try to keep this momentum flowing for the Lions. The serve is in and the set, and down for the kill. A little bit of hit the net with the ball, that's legal, but just enough to distract the would-be Justice Lions for the dig there.
Serving now is Allison Pavanka, 3-9. Para picks it up, Braden right at the net, puts it up for Lana Hoffman. Lana puts it right back, off the
Way to
block.
stick with it. I like to see that by Lana. She had a really good attempt there. It got returned, but she punched it right back from whence it came.
Gia Belijanki tried to get there, number 12, and she got her hands up, and again, just not enough push. So point Lions. Sadie Oswald into the game. Good to see her. Right into serve, her normal spot.
And Sadie, the server, gets it down with a point there. Sometimes she's also Sadie, the setter. But right now, she's Sadie, the server. Serving Sadie.
Outside. And Addison Adams, she gets some hops there, man. She got up in the air for that one. Good hit. Point for the Spirit. Couple of subs for the Spirit.
We highlighted her in warm-ups as going to be a problem on that front line, and she definitely came through with the big kill there.
Rodriguez back in there at libero for Zoe. Returns that first serve. And now there to set for Malayla Chegg. Off of Malayla, off the defender.
Oh.
Couldn't get there, and that's a point and a side out for the Lions. Malayla Chegg, it seems every time they make the point, they're the next one to serve. And she is back to get the serve now.
You get rewarded for your good play.
I don't think that's how it works, but it's been working out that way tonight. And there's an ace from Malayla Chegg.
She had an ace up her sleeve there, Jason. She's actually wearing neoprene sleeves, so that works in this context. Just saying.
That was another ace.
That was in there. That one was the ace of clubs.
That was an honest move by their coach as well, standing right at the out of bounds line. He pointed it as in, so Good call, coach.
That's also
Another one also in.
That one's the ace of hearts, Jason.
What makes that one a heart and the other one a club? Is there any rationale, or are you just going through
It's
seats?
a little bit more thunder with the club. The heart just felt like her heart was behind that one.
It fluttered over the net. And that went into the net, unfortunately.
She couldn't find the diamond. That's okay. 10-point lead here early for the Lions. 15-5. Serve back over to Adams.
All right, you guys watching online, do you like the puns? We're trying for the puns, but we also don't want to annoy you either. I think it's fun. There's Lana. Good block from
Good recovery.
OU. Out to Paul. Paul with the hit.
And
Puts it down right inside the out-of-bounds line.
we had Set and Sadie set her up on that one.
Setting Sadie to the flying squirrel
To the flying squirrel.
for the point. Lana Hoffman back to serve. Returned well by the defender. There's a set behind her. Here comes the hit. There's a good block, but not enough push, and it falls onto the floor on the Lions side for a point to OU.
Again, when you have a 10-point lead like this, Jason, trading points isn't the worst thing ever. Just not letting them go on a little bit of a run is what you want to avoid.
Exactly.
Just out on that one. Good set by Sadie, but couldn't keep it in on the kill attempt there.
Addison Adams with the serve. Returned by Parra. There's Braden to send it back up to her, just a little bit forward. Alyssa into the net. Those are so difficult to set off of a pass like that.
Across the whole court as well. That's a tough angle, but good effort. Point for the Spirit on that one, though.
Very little control off the forearm. It's a good for that first hit. Tough on the set for sure. Here's another serve. There's Chegg with the pickup. Sadie setting to the flying squirrel. Setting Sadie to Alyssa Parra once again.
Jason, I noticed they have a couple of number 4s and a couple of number 5s on Ottawa, so we might be saying the wrong name. Just a heads up if you're watching.
Well, the good news is we didn't get a full roster from them, so we
just
only
got
have
stars.
one number 5, and that's Addison Adams. And she is a libero, so she's over here.
Yeah.
But there is a point for Ottawa. And again, they seem to be trading points here, Matt.
And the number 5 that isn't Addison Adams is the one who has had a few kills already here in this first set.
Bailey Nabel, number 21, back to serve. 17-9 in favor of the good guys. There's Ray. Just long, though. Solid hit, just long.
Again, sometimes when you mistime your jump, you get a little bit too much height on that attempt, and it flies long. Misses that inside line.
Got to curl that wrist in just a little bit, but well executed play. Braden setting to Atwood. That was out barely, so maybe a couple inches behind the line.
That was a good set. I think that was just in the right place, just didn't quite hit it right. Can't handle that serve, and this is where you got to stop the run. Maybe a timeout coming up soon here, but hopefully they can stop it right here and get it back onto the Lions side.
Coach Chrissy out to talk to her team. Not quite calling the timeout, but definitely has some words of wisdom to share. There's Malela picking it up. Braden on the set. Oh! With the trickeration.
A calamity incoming, Jason. That was a beautiful move by Braden Calamity. Just a little dump shot. Caught him by surprise. Back to the Lions.
That was a disaster, some would say, for the defense.
Absolutely.
There's a great block again.
Atwood bringing the lumber.
Back to serve. Here's your flying squirrel. Alyssa Parra picked up well. There's the set. She tries the trickeration.
Oh! Beautiful save.
Quite the zesty play from Zoe Pepper, if you ask me.
Spicy.
Zesty as well.
That too. Beautiful play by Chig there.
Unfortunately, out of bounds. So we got a point, 19-13 in favor of the Lions. Malela with it. Brady. Well placed by Atwood, just where the OU defender was not. Great kill from Sam. A couple of fresh legs coming in for Ottawa. And Atwood back to serve once again. She gets the point. Now she's serving.
Getting rewarded. And you get to build that momentum on the serve. That serve, however, will not build momentum. It's right into the net.
You kind of see that one coming as she was serving. She leaned forward. I don't know if you caught that, but kind of put the position of her hand pointing down a little ways. But
maybe getting a little tired. Knew she was about to rotate out.
Oh, miscommunication between Malela Chig and Alyssa Parra. That falls in as an ace and a point to Ottawa.
Chig was trying to perhaps use her kick, the kick save there, but couldn't do it.
In fairness, we wouldn't want to kick Alyssa Parra in the face either, so I think that's might have been what happened.
That's true.
Alyssa picks that one up. There's Ray Fuller. Back to Lana. Picked up well by the OU defense. Here's the hit outside. Parra picks it up in the back row. Braden over her head, and there's Ray Fuller.
Oh, she may have gotten saved there.
That was going to be close, in or out, but we'll take the point off of the OU defender. Sadie Oswald back into the lineup for Ray Fuller, and here comes Sadie to serve. Goes from setting Sadie to serving Sadie.
That's right.
The set to the middle blocker. She did exactly what Lana did a couple plays ago and placed that right where the Lions defender was not. 21-16, Justice. Again, a couple substitutions in for the Spirit. Braden with the tip, picked up well on the defense. It's a hit in the back row.
That's going to be problems.
What an amazing save from Parra. Oh, that's a shame because that was a fantastic save from Alyssa.
Yeah, it's tough when you have a hustle play like that doesn't go for a point, but it still counts for momentum for your team. But back to the other side for Ottawa as they will serve here, down 4. 21-17.
Rodriguez to Oswald. There's Lana.
Lana with the Hoff bomb by Hoffman.
I gotta tell you, I wish her name was pronounced Lana because I call it the Lana Slamma. But it's not, so you can't really say Lana Slama.
That doesn't work so much.
No. Chig on the serve. Good, well-placed serve. Defender had no
miss
choice.
hit.
Off the net, and you can't hit it more than 3 times, Matt.
You can't do that, Jason. And just a miss hit on that attempt to get it over, and that translates to a point for the Lions and a timeout on the court here for the Spirit.
You know, setters are taught most of the time, if you can put it back up in play for a set, that's what you should be trying to do. So you see that a lot where technically she could have hit that ball right back over the net, given the strange positioning of her body at the time. But she probably had in her head, hey, my teammate has a better angle. Let me try and get that up. Just didn't get where she wanted it to go.
Malela Chig back to serve here for the Lions. Nearing set point here, not quite there. Oh, Parra!
That was in. That's a point, Lions. We are now at set point.
She sent that one back from whence it came, Jason, setting up the first set point of the night for the Lions with a 7-point lead.
Malela Chig, here it comes. Up and over, well played by the libero. Set behind her. Here comes the outside set. Oh, just what you want to see, but not the result you want to see. You want to see the blocking, but no one there to pick up the block.
Sometimes that ball just kind of deflects in a manner that it's just hard to return, and that found some court, resulting in a point for the Spirit.
There's one of our number 5s. Unfortunately, don't have the name. Rodriguez picks that up, set to Para. Para has it blocked, but out of bounds. That is a set for the Lions, 25-18. And that's what we wanted to see. We said we wanted to get a couple sets, hopefully a match. That's a good way to start, Matt.
That's a great way to start, Jason, and that's the first time this year that Justice has won the first set. And again, that momentum, you see they're playing really sharp tonight. They're playing with each other. A lot of good movement, communication, and some good lucky bounces, to be honest. Sometimes that happens, just like that last point. That ball could have easily been blocked in. She blocked it long, which you don't see that very often.
Absolutely. And some errant plays by the defense as well has helped us a little bit. There was a hit in the back here where we thought it was going to go out of bounds, but their defender deflected it back and ended up losing the point. So, yeah, some things went our way, but for the most part, these ladies are playing together tonight. Looks like the front line is strong, and those hits are coming down and in. We only saw 1 or 2 go long this time, Matt.
And that's what good teams do. They capitalize on the errors of the other team. And when you see an opening, you got to take it. And that's how you build momentum and you turn, a few points here and there into winning sets.
Thank you to everybody watching online right now. Got a good showing. I think we have about 35 people watching us right now, Matt, which is good. This will continue to grow match after match as people hear about this. Welcome to our friends from across town as well. A couple people mentioning they're from the OU side, so hopefully we don't offend, which is all good sportsmanship.
We're doing our best. We only were given the starters' names and numbers, so we apologize if we aren't able to call out your loved one. Feel free to drop a number and a name in the chat if you know, and we'll add it to our roster.
I have a feeling somebody's going to go in there and put all of them down there for us because maybe it's a student from OU or something watching and they know everybody on the team.
Please no fake names, though. We don't need that.
We do have a producer here that will pre-screen them before they come to us, so. All right, getting ready to start set number 2. Let's see who the Lions go with. They're going with
the Gravedigger coming on out.
Erica Graves. First time we've seen her tonight.
Loren Moses coming on out.
Braden Calamity, Alyssa Para, Sam Atwood, and the libero, Zoe Pepper, who's coming in. But Malayla Chegg is in it currently for that 6th spot. We'll see who Zoe pulls off the court.
What about for Zoe the doctor?
Why?
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah.
Subtle.
Is that copyright infringement?
No, we don't call her Dr. Pepper. We just call her the doctor.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah, that's it.
And if she doesn't hit it quite far enough, is that like Diet Dr. Pepper?
Or Mr. Pibb?
No, we don't want to call her Mr.
Mrs. Pibb?
Mrs. Yeah, the lesser-known Mrs. Pibb in the soda community.
Dr. K, the Walmart brand. All right, we got some names here. Thank you for that.
At least one. Number 15, Anissa Palm. Thank you for that. That adds to our roster. Or Anissa. I don't know if that's Anissa or Anissa. I'm going to go with Anissa, but. Ooh, missed pass there. Loren Moses maybe a little bit cool coming off the bench, but that's okay. She'll get in here in just a moment.
Bailey Nebel back to serve for the Spirit.
Getting some words from Coach Rogosa, excuse me. Put up. That was touched by Braden on the net. She was hoping the officials didn't see it, but they did.
Jason, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't. No. It's in the rule book.
Bailey Nebel back to serve again here.
Malila wasn't quite sure what to do with that one. Ooh, that was a solid block by Allison Pavanka. She had well above the net and hands way over the net.
A little bit of swagger too on the follow there. And hey, great play. I can't fault her for that. Nebel back to serve again.
Lions need to put a stop to this. This is 3-0. And there's another pass from Loren. Some miscommunication between Malayla Chegg and Loren Moses. Coming into the game is Abby Bergeron taking the place of Lauren Moses. Anissa. Thank you for the pronunciation assistance. Anissa. That serve just long. So that's a point aside out to the Lions. Braden Calamity going to start with the serve. And Lauren Moses back in for Abby, who was brought in strictly for defensive reasons on that last play. Picked up by Chegg. There's a set from Calamity out to Para. And Para gets the middle of that one. There's a kill. And a point for the Lions. 2-4 in favor of Not Us. There's that Not Us again.
That's her 5th kill of the match so far. And Ottawa, has the early 4-2 lead here. Braden Calamity back to serve.
Returned well by Ottawa. There's a set to the middle. Just a little tip. Zoe Pepper to Brayton to Loren, who gives a little tip.
Good save. Oh. What's the call on that? Touching the net? Either way, that's a point for Ottawa.
I think she might have gone under the net.
Oh, I see.
I don't know for sure, but I think so. Oh, those are tough off the net. Alyssa did what she could, but that alters the flow of the ball so much.
Is that how you're trained? Are you trying to tip that net to alter the ball, or is that just kind of luck?
No, you don't want to hit the net.
Because it could go down.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Always try and get over, but if you're not going to get it over, that's a good way to do it.
Hit the very tip and see what happens. That one's long. We have both extremes there. Barely got it over and hit it way too long.
Here's our first look at Lizzie Simmons coming in from Malayla Chegg. There's the serve. And right back, we're going back and forth here, Matt, trading points.
Pavanka's having a strong set here. A couple of kills early, and now she has the ball and she's serving. As we keep noting, it happens. You get the kill, now you're serving.
Para picks that one up all the way to the left-hand side. What?
I think that hit the air handler, Jason.
Did it? Oh, it went that high, huh?
It went straight down.
Well, Matt, I'm glad I have you sitting next to me because my eyes lost that ball, and it's hard to do in the gym. You know what I mean?
It is.
Into the net. We'll take that point. Here comes Sam Atwood coming in for Zoe Pepper. The doctor.
The good doctor.
The Gravedigger serving the ball. There's a set. Little push there. Erica Graves picks that one up. There's Lizzie Simmons. There's the block. Graves, good reaction.
Got it over.
It's coming back. There's Para. Calamity sets that one up for Lizzie again. Nice soft hit over there to the back row. Here comes a outside hit. They're going to get a point off the block on that one. Good movement by Justice. Just couldn't quite get there for the full block. Yvette Rodriguez back in at libero. Subbing in for the Gravedigger, Erica Graves. And OU back to serve. And this is the number 4.
Big C checking in for Ottawa. That's what we've been told in the chat.
Well, it's pretty often that we see the liberos and Alyssa throwing their bodies all around the court. I mean, other ladies do it too, but those are pretty consistent. That was out.
They're going to call that in, Jason.
Call that in.
Got the net and the line. That's tough right there. The net and the line. But that works for Ottawa, and they're back to serve again.
Rodriguez picks that up. Braden Calamity back to Moses. Good hit from Moses. Returned well by OU on the defense. There's a little tip. Braden there. Alyssa has no choice but to pass that ball over the net. Outside, there's that number 5 again.
I would call a timeout here, Jason. Ottawa's got a 12-4.
And there's your timeout.
Lead here, and Chrissy Gus wants to talk this over. The girls are coming out of the second set a little frazzled. It's really a reversal of the first set so far. Ottawa's taken control early here with the 12-4 advantage.
Absolutely. I feel like there's not as much talking happening out there right now. That's what I'm hearing. Or not hearing, I should say.
Not hearing. And sloppy. A little sloppy. Miss hits, so they're not. The sets haven't been great because the first hits haven't been great. And so it all trickles down from there.
Sometimes that adrenaline from getting the first set, you want to beware of the fall off after that. And so Coach Chrissy doing the right thing here, calling a timeout, getting their team back together.
Now
see what they can do with
we
this
talked about Ottawa's fresh legs with a larger team as far as how many players they have. And so we'll see if that's, maybe they're a little tired, Jason. Maybe that's why they're a little winded. But Ottawa back to serve here. Rodriguez to Calamity to Simmons with the kill. Lizzie Simmons with her first kill of the night.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Sadie Oswald is coming in for Loren to serve. Oh, would you look at that?
Serving Sadie. It's coming in. And
Ray Fuller back in, giving Braden Calamity a breather. The setting now may fall to Yvette Rodriguez. Oh, no, there's Sadie. She came up for it.
that was a misdirection hit by Ottawa. It really threw them off, and good point for them.
I think Lizzie might have taken a little punch in the face there from Sadie unintentionally, but all is well. They're high-fiving. Can't fault people for going at the ball.
I believe this is the number 5 we don't have a name for yet.
Rodriguez puts it up, almost hits the ceiling. Nice push from Sam Atwood. OU decides to push that ball over. There's Lizzie again, and off the defender again. Maybe saved again from an out-of-bounds ball, but we'll take that.
Lizzie, couple kills in this set. Good to see her getting some action in this match. And hey, look at that. She's back to serve.
There's the serve. That was a good serve back over, right in the hands of Rodriguez. Sadie out there for Para, who puts it off the hands of the blocker, Big C, and out of bounds.
That's how you draw it up right there, Jason. You got your setting Sadie, setting up Para for the kill. And back to Simmons again for another serve.
Outside. Inside doesn't get past the net on that one, and the Lions get another point.
Getting a little momentum back here, but still early. Down 5 for the Lions. Justice trying to save it there. Off the ceiling, it's going to fall straight down, and that's going to be an advantage for Ottawa on this play.
The number 5 that has joined us now is the libero, Addison Adams, but we were just told number 5, not the libero, is Bentley Sloan.
So we had number 50 down on our roster, and she's wearing number 5, so sorry about that. 50 is an odd number in volleyball. We should have seen the typo, but that's okay.
Probably should have seen that, but hey, all we can do is what we're given, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We learn as we go. Try and get better each moment.
Addison Adams back to serve.
Chag has to lean for that one, but she gets it. Sadie, and just not going to get there. Sadie saw Sam coming, and just a little bit of confusion there. Again, the talking needs to be happening a little bit more than we're hearing now. 16-8 in favor of not us.
Adams back to serve again for Ottawa. Rodriguez, dig. Sadie sends it straight over.
Sadie with the trickeration.
The misdirection.
That was a Sadie-licious play.
And Sadie has not stopped talking since she hit that ball. She's very happy over there. All smiles. You like to see that.
The doctor back to serve. Well hit. There's a set from the back row.
Good dig by Chegg.
Para again off the block. Big C frustrated with that one because that's 2 or 3 times now.
She got a lot of that ball but couldn't keep it in.
Pepper again for the serve. 10-16. Picked up from the back row. Here comes the set to the middle. That was a good hit, but that was inbounds. Couldn't see that from our vantage point, but the referee right there to call it.
Some subs coming in for Ottawa. Rotating through, and
got Bailey Nibel back to serve again. Picked up by Para, set by Pepper, back to Para from the back row. Still a solid hit. Pushed over. Chegg saw that coming, but just couldn't quite get there. And we didn't see Ray Fuller hurdle the fans there. But,
that's okay.
That's okay. We probably don't want them hurt or her hurt.
That ball went right into the Ottawa family section there. We didn't want to see anyone hurt, so we'll take it. Back over to Ottawa for the serve. That's long, though.
Good talking from Alayla Chegg on that one, letting her teammates know that was out. Here come Moses and Calamity again for Ray Fuller and Sadie Oswald. Calamity been a disaster on the defenses.
She's bringing the storm for sure.
Not on that one.
Not on that one.
No. You need to get it over the net, Matt.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
We say as we sit up here on a chair while they play.
Thomas back to serve for Ottawa.
Common mistake happening here. Not sure what's going on, but here comes Alyssa Parra with the serve. Great serve, tips just off the top of the net, set to the middle, that's long, and that's a point for the Lions. Parra back to serve again. Picked up well, but out of bounds, and another point for the Lions. Let's see if we can string a few of these together, Matt.
That's right. The flying squirrel serve, and I like our chances. She has that flying serve, jump serve, usually pretty accurate with it as well.
And that went off the hands of Moses.
Sophia Apostle, the kill for Ottawa on that one. We just got her name. That's an awesome last name, by the way. As a Christian university, I highly enjoy saying Apostle.
There's Parra, picks it up. Calamity out to the outside. Lizzie Simmons just off her fingertips. You can hear that one didn't make the right contact. So
I think she broke a nail on that one, Jason.
I don't know if she did or not, but I probably if she didn't. There's another one in the net. We'll take that.
But as we've highlighted before, when you're down a handful of points, trading points is not your friend. So at this point, Justice needs to get a little string together.
Sam Atwood back in the game, takes the place of the doctor.
Erica Graves back to serve.
So set to the middle. Good block, but just not all the way there. Falls straight in front of the middle blocker, Sam Atwood. Here comes Rodriguez in for Erica Graves. And we got 22-15. Lions need to make something go here. That one's long, and we'll take that point back, 16-22. Here comes Sadie Oswald and Ray Fuller for Braden Calamity and Lauren Moses. Sadie going back to serve. Serving Sadie.
Serving Sadie. Knows how to place that in a good spot usually. Let's see what she can do with it here.
Picked up well in the back row, set to the middle again. There's just a little tip. Sadie can't quite get there, although she sacrifices her body.
That was a nice play by Giabella Yankee.
Were you just going to let me say it wrong the whole game?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
That actually sounds like a good guess.
That sounds right. Back to Bentley Sloan for the serve here.
Tips off the net that time. Here's Sadie setting it up for Ray Fuller. Good pickup from the back row libero. There's a tip going over. Sadie puts it up. She's out for the set. There's Rodriguez. Ray Fuller returns the favor.
Wow.
Somehow they get it back. Para, there's a set to Atwood. And 3 times. Get the charm.
Lumber.
So, no, that's too easy to call her the lumberjack then.
But Atwood.
I know, but the lumberjack would be too easy to go with.
I don't know. Sometimes the obvious thing is the right thing. Got Lizzie Simmons here on the serve.
Off the net. Thank you, net.
Simmons has been serving well in this match so far.
She likes to serve from that left side, so it's giving them a little bit of a different look. Looks like we got confirmation it is Janky on the last name, not Yankee.
Thank you, Ottawa parents, for helping us out. We appreciate it. We're flying blind, no pronunciation guide here, so. Janky. Giabella Janky.
So set outside. Good block, but over the head of the ref. And that's going to be a point. And here we come with set point in favor of the Spirit.
It's do or die time on this set for the Lions, Jason.
And they bring in their server extraordinaire, Addison Adams, who's been there, it seems like, for some big points these first couple sets. So serve, Rodriguez picks that up. There's Sadie to the outside, Alyssa Para. Comes off the block. Set number 2 goes to the Spirit. We're all tied up at 1 set apiece. That's tough to recover when you start 12-4. Just kind of tough to come back from that, Matt.
They got into a hole early, and even the Gravedigger couldn't get them out of it, and the other girls, of course. And, you know, I've noticed they have a much larger team, but they played a lot of the same girls in both sets. So we'll see if those fresh legs come in a little bit later here, and if Ottawa gets a little bit of that boost of energy with her their deeper bench here.
We've had some good substitutions on our side. There's a couple, you know, obviously we talked about Maddie Moran being out with an injury. But pretty much everybody else available and active for the Lions. Chrissy has done a good job of moving people in and out. Looks like she's letting the players, along with assistant coach Jackie Tapia, kind of have a conversation with each other this time between sets, maybe talking each other up. I'm sure she'll get a word or two in there, but sometimes you let the team figure it out amongst themselves, you know?
Yeah, let those team leaders really be vocal in that huddle. Let the other girls know what they're seeing, and let them just, again, that galvanization. You want to see that in these huddles, and really it needs to come from those girls. The coaches give that guidance, but the girls are the ones on the court, and you want them to really be talking as well.
Yep. Justice coming back out on the court now. Ottawa still huddled up for the moment. Looks like they're getting ready to wrap up. Just the student section's a little quiet over there if you guys are streaming, and the delayed reaction when we all have to stare at them.
Lions going with their starting 6 from the first set. Yes.
There we go. It's nothing if they won't take a challenge, Matt.
That's right. Get a little vocal here. They're all watching the football game on their phone over there.
Maybe they're streaming the Shively, Prof G and Shively live stream so they can hear our wonderful commentary.
I hope so.
Yeah. That's how they knew to get loud.
That's how they knew to get loud.
Got to get louder. Cody's going to start calling you by name. 1-1 is the count for the sets. Obviously, best 3 out of 5. Officials just taking a moment to, again, check those lineup cards, make sure they match. She's bringing it back to the scoring table. And we should be ready for action with Braden Calamity starting with serve again. Well, the first set was started by Braden Calamity, and it ended the way we wanted to, so let's hope that this set is similar in that way. Good serve picked up there, kind of an odd pass, but the setter picks it up well. Pepper with the good pass. Alyssa Parra on the hit. Sam Atwood puts it right back down. There's a push to the back row. Great placement there. Brittany Sloan with a good placement on that one.
Bentley Sloan with a great play there.
I said Brittany because I'm trying to read your roster from way over here. Bentley, I apologize. Bentley Sloan. And we start off in the net. So back to the Lions, 1-1. Here comes Lizzie Simmons from Malayla Chegg.
Alyssa Parra back to serve for the Lions here. A 1-1 tie here early in set 3.
Great serve from Alyssa. Picked up well though. There's a hit to the back row. That one's in. And that's going to be a side out and a point for Ottawa. Here comes Abby Bergeron for Alyssa Parra, bringing in some defense in the back row.
Oh,
no talking there. I'm not sure if that was in or out, but
she went for it, therefore it's in.
Landed awkwardly there. She's holding her leg.
She's going to have a raspberry there. That's painful. Little floor burn.
Man, she hung in the air for that one.
She did. She just like defied gravity for a second.
That was wicked.
Wicked good. I just didn't have a comeback. It was great. I just didn't know what to say to it.
We're having a little battle here because Matt is so good with the puns.
I'm
trying to catch
the reference.
up.
The doctor back to serve for the Lions.
Now it's out of bounds. They're looking for the touch. No call on that, right? So back to the Lions.
Early on, no separation here. They're just trading points. It's 3-3. Zoe Pepper back again to serve here.
Returned well by their defense. Good hit, bottom better block. That falls in. That was Ray Fuller and Lana Hoffman with the strength. Our producer Jesse, otherwise better known as Mama Jesse over here, with the big flex after that one. It's a good push, good placement again by Bentley Sloan. That's twice now she's seen exactly where the defender was not and put the ball right there. 4-4.
That good court vision, Jason, it really helps your team to see where to place that ball where it lands on the ground.
Out to Lizzie Simmons, there's a hit, too long, and it's a point for the Spirit, 5-4 in favor of the visitors.
Allison Pavanka back to serve for the Spirit.
Another player serving from that left side. That was a good serve.
Oh!
Abby picks it up, good tip from Braden. Here comes the push. Braden puts it out.
Oh!
That leaves Londa to serve it to Lizzie for the tip. Kind of a running push there. Abby gets it, but they're going to call the push as a double hit, and that's a point and a side out to Justice. Sadie Oswald in the game.
That was a great rally there. I really liked seeing both sides. A lot of good movement. Just that double hit didn't work out. Setting Sadie here for the Lions. Serving Sadie. My bad.
Pushes Sadie sacrificing again. Rodriguez up, that leaves Braden to hit with the left hand. Tip over there to Lizzie. That leaves Sadie to the outside, back to Lizzie for the tip. Ottawa's defender right there. The back set. Rodriguez picks that up, but off the roof. Abby just not quite used to that as a freshman yet. She's coming in, she's still learning how those bounces come off the roof sometimes.
Sophia Apostle with the kill there.
The Gravedigger back in the game for Braden Calamity.
Rotation through for Ottawa. Another number we don't have here serving.
Oh, Abby there, but not quite getting the pass she wanted.
Mishit there by Bergeron, couldn't quite handle the serve. Ottawa back to serve again here, up 2 in the third set. Erica Graves let that one go, and Bergeron didn't get a good look at it, and it is down for an ace. And Alyssa Parra back in for Abby Bergeron.
Usually it's an unwritten rule, Matt, that the back row takes the first hit wherever, or the first pass whenever possible, but that was very close, and again, nobody really talking out there right now. Graves there with the tip, back to her.
Good recovery.
Just set to the outside, and that was a good hit again from Bentley Sloan. She's come in and made some good plays this set.
Adams to Sloan, the 5-to-5 connection right there.
Rodriguez puts that one up. Sadie on the set. Over the net, off a back set. Little trickery there from her. Forces a hit into the net from Sloan. Every once in a while, that setter's got to make that little trickeration move.
And it just throws them off just a little bit, just enough that was a mistimed hit on the part of Bentley Sloan. And back to Lizzie Simmons, who's been serving well this game.
Good serve again. Picked up well. There's Sloan. There's a tip from the front line. Sadie putting it back up for Parra, who's going to put it down for the kill.
What a good play by Parra. I didn't know if they were going to be able to get a good set on that for a wild first shot, but Set and Sadie did her thing, set up Parra for the slam. Back to Simmons for another serve.
So back set, ooh, that set was a little iffy, but that's okay. Sadie out to Alyssa Parra, off the block, nobody there to recover it, and that's a point for Ottawa. That set looked a little bit like two-handed hit, but hey, it is what it is.
Sloan and Jenke converged on that kill, on that block that is, and now Sloan back to serve.
All right, to Sadie Oswald. Right up at the net, and it falls to the side of the Lions.
I think that was kind of a no-look set by Sadie. Caught Hoffman just a little bit off and wasn't in position to quite reach the kill there.
Parra puts it up. There's Malayla Chegg back to Parra. Parra with a good kill. That's out of bounds, and that is a point for the Lions, and they get the ball back. 8-11.
A little two-woman game there. Parra to Chegg to Parra.
Lana Hoffman now back to serve. Even though the Lions are down 8-11 is much better than that 4-12 we saw last set. Unfortunately, that one's out of bounds as I say that. And now we got a 12-8 game.
Hoffman looked just a little bit unsure of herself on that serve. That confidence will come as the freshman gets more experience here. Rotation coming in here for the Spirit. Gia Belajonki out, and the serve to Ottawa here. Number 7 serving.
Chegg picks that one up. Sadie to the middle to Atwood. That time OU there to block that one, but they cannot get to Parra as well. And another kill for Alyssa Parra. That's how many? 10 kills for Alyssa Parra. And we're in set number 3. Here comes Ray Fuller and Braden Calamity for Sadie Oswald and Erica Graves. OU also putting in a couple of subs. You know, Matt, not everybody's here with us tonight, obviously, but would you look at that sunset out that window up top?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Nothing beats an Arizona sunset. Lots of purples. We've had lots of clouds today, too, so that really makes it beautiful.
Y'all can see that up top of the shot there, too. It's crazy. One of the reasons we live in Arizona. That did not go well.
The little finger roll.
That was like a left-handed running tip.
By Pavanka. That reminded me of the old NBA. Some of those little finger roll shots when they couldn't dunk.
George Gervin.
Yeah, little George Gervin. Bailey Nebel to serve. Lions, Para winding up, but it's received well by Bentley. Sloan.
Zoe lucky she didn't get a little bit further. She almost went her head into the wall on that one. What an effort by Pepper.
Now, you can't play the wall, right? Only
You
the
cannot
ceiling.
play the wall, just the ceiling.
All right.
14-9 in favor of not us. Here comes the serve. Zoe Pepper tries to put that one up, just a little too much mustard on it.
So Bailey Nebel had that knuckleball, no rotation, so as soon as it hit her wrist, it just kind of spun off sideways.
And we got a timeout, Chrissy Gust and the Lions. So if you are a Lion loyal and you're looking for a way to help this program out, these broadcasts now are available for sponsorships. It'd be a fantastic way for people to get involved. They can choose to sponsor, get your name mentioned on the broadcast. The school also has some sponsorships available. So if you are interested, you own a business, a small business here in town, buzz us on the chat or shoot us a message at profgandshively@gmail.com and we'll put you in touch with the right people. So this break in the action, not sponsored by anyone yet, Matt.
Not yet.
Alyssa Para to Zoe Pepper. Ray Fuller with the soft push over the net. There's a good hit from number 11 there. Back out to her one more time. There's the block. Good recovery. Set to the outside. Ends up in a weird push there, but worked out. Here comes Ray Fuller pushing over the net. OU set defensively. Sets to the ball. And there is that one. Once again,
The lumberjack.
Melilla Chegg out of the game. Lizzie Simmons back in. I've said it a few times, but it is fun to watch this team in their front line. Nice to have size and height on the team. There's Para off the tip, tips off the top of the net. Kill from the back row. I'm sorry, kill attempt from the back row. That is out of bounds.
Could you call that attempted murder, Jason?
You could.
Luckily, no one got hurt, and that's a point for the Lions.
That's true.
That's a little long for Alyssa Para. That's going to be a point for Ottawa.
The Lions loyal there in the student section, feeling kind of guilty on that one. They were chanting, "Go Lions!" And right when she went out of bounds, they all like hung their head, put their head in their faces. But we'll get it right back off of the in-the-net play.
They're all paying more attention because the football game's at halftime, Jason.
How would you know that, Matt?
I don't have any idea.
Braden Calamity, so there's Zoe on the set. Ray with the soft touch. Coming outside again. Out of bounds, no touch. Point Lions, and that's 13-16.
Got some rhythm going here. Closing that gap, getting this thing closer to even. 16-13 now, Zoe Pepper serving.
There's a great set. Good defense though. There's a tip, Zoe there, as well as Lizzie Simmons. Here comes the back set, into the net, Point Lions.
The net helped them on that one, but good spacing, good communication.
Great reaction from Braden Calamity on that one.
Great reaction. Zoe Pepper back to serve. Dug out there by Ottawa. Punched back by Lana Hoffman. Set. Hoffman again. Kicked back out. Braden Calamity to set. Ray Fuller again saved by Zoe Pepper. Calamity pushes it over. Pushed back over by Ottawa. Now set by Pepper. Again, Hoffman.
There's the push by Ray Fuller to finish it.
Ray Fuller's like, enough of this. I'm going to take it. And close the gap to one. Timeout, Ottawa.
I'll extend my apology to those of you watching online. That's a rookie mistake, still learning the software. I didn't flip the camera back around. So it's a good thing we were calling play-by-play because they could just see us during part of that.
I really apologize if you were watching me for all of that play. But again, we're still figuring things out here. Thanks for bearing with us and for tuning in. And we're doing our best to bring the action. And from our cross Phoenix Metroplex friends at Ottawa, this has kind of grown into a budding rivalry. We played them a few times every year.
I think anybody in the immediate vicinity is kind of an unofficial rivalry, right?
It's true.
It's territorial that way.
Territorial, and that's good. Natural geographic rivals are good for the sport. Zoe Pepper again back to serve here. Lions down 1, 15-16. And there was some...
there was a motion foul again there. Ottawa's rotation on the serve was not allowable. I'm still learning that rule. We'll have to learn a little bit more. Maybe in the next set break I'll talk to the ref for a minute, see if we can learn more about that call.
16-16, all knotted up here in set 3.
Outside coming. That one was a great hit, good set, and there was Sloan again. She's been a little bit of a pain for the Lions this set.
When we were watching warm-ups, we saw Sloan bring in the thunder there, and we knew she'd be a formidable opponent, and she showed that this whole match. Ottawa back to serve again, Pavanka. Tipped over by Janke. Simmons punches it over. Again, they're using the...
Good hit from Simmons. There's Rodriguez. Calamity out to Simmons one more time. They're calling that out of bounds. Lions looking for a touch, not quite there.
There was like 4 in a row there where it went over on the second hit, Jason. I thought that was interesting. For both sides, trying to get it over on 2 to throw off the timing of the opponent. Calamity the set here. Simmons with the over. Janke looking for...
That was a great decision to tip that ball over for
it was.
Janke.
Janke made a good play there, and Rodriguez couldn't handle it. And it's out for the Ottawa point. They now have back to a 3-point lead here in set 3. We're getting late, 16-19. Pavanka back to serve again.
That's a strong serve. Abby tried to put less on that, but that just came off too strong. And very quickly now, it's 16-20. Again, that team on our schedule that seems to keep appearing, not us.
Pavanka back to serve again here for the Spirit with that 4-point lead here in set 3.
There's Para, puts it up for Calamity, who puts it outside.
A little bit out of...
And just long for Ray Fuller.
Para's hit was just... Got Calamity out of position, which got Fuller out of position, and they couldn't quite capitalize on that one.
21-16, Spirit. Here's the serve. That one's out. Oh, that one is... Well, the referee calling that one out. That was borderline, but we'll take it.
You know, sometimes you just take the breaks. And setting serving Sadie back to serve for the Lions.
Soon to be setting Sadie.
Soon to be setting Sadie.
Oh, Lizzie Simmons, Yvette Rodriguez back over for Para as the Lions hurry to get back into position. There's a tip, good, well played, but out of bounds.
It's getting late here in set 3, and
more fresh legs coming in there for Ottawa. 22-17 in favor of the Spirit. Comes the serve. Good pickup from Lizzie Simmons. Lana back to Erica Graves with the hit, but too long out to the side. See if the Lions can stop the bleeding here. Alyssa Para, but right up on the net. We got a net violation, and that was a thank you again to Ottawa, because that probably would have fallen on the Lions' side.
That wasn't looking good for the Lions, and the net touch bails them out. And Simmons has been the serving master of this match for the Lions. Let's see if she can keep that going.
And that one's long, so we'll take that point, 19-23. She's been really strong on those kills tonight. That one just a little bit long.
Just a little strong on that one. You're amped up wanting to get it to match point. That might be why it was a little long.
Lizzie Simmons, well played on the defensive end. That set a little bit low, but they make it work. Here's Alyssa Parra into the net, unfortunately, and that's going to be setting up set point, no pun intended, setting up. And it's Bentley Sloan back.
That was just a terrible set that got bailed out really well.
There's quick reaction time by the hitter.
They earned that point for sure. Bentley Sloan again.
Yvette Rodriguez picks it up. There's Sadie out to Parra. Parra gets it blocked but out of bounds and back to the Lions. Again with rally points though. Every point now, set point.
Lana Hoffman back to serve. She's been a little iffy at the service line here. Let's see how she can do.
Just long. And that is set number 2 now for Ottawa, who leads now 2-1.
So the Lions looking here to get back even on the 4th set. So the last 2 sets been won by the Spirit, and they take a 2-1 advantage. Again, one of the things having a deep bench should do for Ottawa is give them fresh legs deep into this match as we come to a 4th set. And the Lions looking a little gassed, so I'm hoping they can get a little water, get a little cool down here in between sets and come out with some fresh legs for number 4. Again, this is where the subs, the deep bench of the Spirit might show its advantage.
It does, and I just had a conversation with our near official here, and she explained the call. The signal she made was like a wiping motion with her hand, and it was just a rotation violation. So players that should have been set up one way, they were just on the opposite side of each other. So it was just a rotation violation they called. So I learned something new every day. How about that?
That's great.
Yep.
These games have a lot of intricacies to them, right? So we're still learning the rules. And
women's soccer out in action against the same Ottawa University tonight. They're out in Surprise, though. Must have been a heck of a drive. I didn't see them leaving until right around 5 o'clock, so that drive is kind of nuts this time of day.
It's a late game time, too. I don't think they start till 8:30, actually. It's pretty late.
And then men's soccer will be in action again tomorrow night against Ottawa, again out at their place. So lots of friendly matchups with this rival to the west. Ottawa, an NAIA school. Justice in the NCCAA. So NAIA one level up from Justice, typically just in student count, scholarship availability, things like that. But Justice playing real close with this varsity club team that Ottawa's brought. Let's see if we can't get the next set.
Again, we've talked about how Justice still looking for their first win of the year, but they're inching closer every match and got a set win here last week, have a set win here today, looking to build on that, maybe a second set win and then a match win. And so, again, you got to build on where you've been, and young team, it's a good mix. Our Lions, a mix of young and old, and seniors and juniors, but they're still learning each other, even several matches in, and so love to see them come out with that energy we talked about early on. They came out with that in the first set. It looked a little flat on the second and third sets, however. I'd love to see that maybe refine that energy that match 1 showed.
Yep. Looks like they're going with Atwood. Sadie Oswald starting this set. Alyssa Parra, Braden Calamity, Erica Graves, Malela Chegg. But it looks like Zoe Pepper, the libero, will be spelling one of them here to come in for the 4th set.
Chegg and Graves set out a lot of the 3rd set there, so they should be somewhat fresh.
Haven't seen a lot of Loren Moses. Hopefully we'll see some more of her this next set. Here comes Zoe in for the Gravedigger.
It's funny we call her the Gravedigger. She's got one of the kindest faces on the entire team. We give her such a killer nickname.
That's true, but we're down 2-1 in the set count. We need to dig out of this grave a little bit.
We do. We need her help.
And maybe some of that high-fiving on the way in with Zoe will rub off in this fourth set.
Well, they look like they're still in this thing. They're definitely still enjoying each other's company, looking to have a great set 4 here.
Malila Cheg off the serve from Ottawa. There's Sadie. There's Alyssa Para. Right away off the back row and out of bounds. Good way to start. Well executed play. Great pass, great set, great hit.
Great finish. She was in the right place and put that thing away down the line. You like to see that.
And just like that, they need Braden Calamity's serve. She's also a setter, so out comes Sadie, in comes Braden. Braden puts it up toward the net. Alyssa has to punch it, does so. Another hit from the back row, off the tip. Oh, that went just off the top of the net. Alyssa didn't quite have the angle.
The net kind of threw her timing off on that dive, and so the ball didn't quite land where she was laying already on the ground. And that'll fall down for a point for Ottawa.
Zoe Pepper passes to no one, unfortunately, on that one. The doctor was not in on that one.
The doctor was not in, and Braden dove and sacrificed the body on that one. Couldn't get to it. Back to Ottawa for another serve here.
Into the net, and we will take that back. Still a brand new ball game, 2-2.
The Flying Squirrel back to serve here, hoping we can get a little separation from our rivals to the west here. That's deep. I'm going to be out for the point for Ottawa.
Here comes the serve from Ottawa, picked up well by Para. So set from Braden Calamity out to Malila Cheg. And that's going to be off of the out-of-bounds line. What do you call that thing? The stake? Something like that?
Anyway. The stake. We'll go with stake.
Wasn't really off the net so much as that out-of-bounds marker. That one, however, is right into the net. And again, trading points, 4-4. Should be 4-4, is it not?
I think it's 3-4. They had a 2-point lead before that one.
Maddie Moran on the scoreboard tonight. She's quick with that point. There's a push picked up by Braden, leaving Zoe to set. Over is Malila Chig. There's a back set. I don't think even Ottawa was ready for that one on the back set. Everybody thought they were going middle, including Ottawa and Justice. And we'll take that point. Now it's 4-4.
It's 4-4 in the fourth set, now serving number 4.
That's not number 4.
Dang it.
Good try, though.
It almost worked.
Braden outside to Malila Chig. Great block on the front line.
That's, the Apostle.
Yes, Sophia Apostle, and I don't believe we have a name and number for number 18, but she was right there with her.
Sophia Apostle checking out.
Here comes the serve. Oh,
that was in.
That was in, but man, again, no talking from the back row to each other.
Well, again, we're seeing a lot of fresh faces from Ottawa we haven't seen yet. This is where their fresh legs might really start to show an advantage for Ottawa.
Malila Cheg, there's Braden Calamity. Gravedigger with the hit, and the kill. There's a point and a side out for the Lions. Substitutions again. Sadie Oswald's going to come in and serve, coming in for Ray Fuller. And there's Lana Hoffman for Braden Calamity. Again, one setter in, one setter out. Serving Sadie, here it comes. Back set, and it's kind of an awkward hit. Yvette Rodriguez, there's Sadie coming back to Lana Hoffman. Probably saved an out-of-bounds ball. We'll take that. Good tip. There's Lana Hoffman setting to Sadie, to Chegg. Out. Too long out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Ottawa.
Bentley Sloan back to serve again here for Ottawa.
The Lions loyal doing a little bit of heckling over there. Didn't do much. It didn't stop the serve. There's Lana Hoffman. Good hit. Picked up well on defense. Here comes the hit from the left side.
Oh,
Chegg. And the bench loves to see it, Matt.
The bench is staying up on it. They're really excited, trying to get their team to get over the hump here and get back the lead. But they haven't really had much at all in this set. They've been right hanging around, even with Ottawa, but that one's into the net.
Sometimes you look at that net like, who put that net there? I could have sworn that ball was high enough. Couple substitutions again for Ottawa. Number 8 coming back to serve. We don't have a name and a number for her, unfortunately.
Got a small lineup here for Ottawa. Let's see if the Lions can take advantage of the height advantage they have.
Could be a push from Erica Graves. There it is. A point for the Lions. Some might say small, some might say quick. That's the danger when you
That is true.
got hits coming around. They might get there quickly on defense. Here comes the libero back in for Ottawa. Erica Graves back to serve. Ooh, and that was off the Chegg. Probably would have landed inbounds anyway, but a good effort from Malela. Consistently subbing in for Ottawa now. They're bringing 1 or 2 in after every play, it seems.
Anissa Palm back to serve here.
And that's long for Anissa. Trading points here. Here comes Ray Fuller and Braden Calamity back in. Lana Hoffman, Sadie Oswald out. And Braden Calamity back to serve. Ottawa playing kind of an L shape on the return. Wide open center of the court there. It's going to be a pass from the back row over. Fielded by Pepper. There's Calamity back. Oh, just long. Samantha Atwood with the right idea.
They wanted
too much sauce on that.
They wanted a tip, but they did not get it. So Ottawa will keep the point and the ball.
Bentley Sloan back into the game for Ottawa. There's a serve. Zoe Pepper picks that one up. There's Braden over to Ray Fuller. And again, long. We're starting to see some of those. That might be some of that tired legs, just not getting quite up and under it like they need to.
And the sets are just a touch off as well. I think it's a combination. Stop the bleeding here, though.
Malela Chegg, Braden, back to Alyssa Parra.
Wow.
Somehow they kept their eye on that one.
Ooh.
What a great kill from Ray Fuller. She got up over that net right after I said her legs were tired. Went up and put that ball straight down.
She hung up in the air a little bit there. And I tell you, that hit the rafters like 4 times, and they still hung with it. So great play by Ottawa, but the point went to the Lions.
Ray still able to make full contact, though, on that one.
I like that. I like that.
And that was a off the roof that they could not handle on this side.
That was a flying ace.
The Dr. Paul Chinchin court, known for its shorter ceilings, which sometimes give opponents problems. There's another one off the ceiling. This time they get it. Oh, somehow they return that. Braden Calamity onto the outside. Malela there for the tip. They put it back. Malela down. And there's the kill that they tried to get the first time around. And then we have a tie ball game at 11-11.
I love that play by Chegg. She hung with it and then brought it down with authority. And Alyssa Parr still serving here for the Lions. Another ball off the rafters.
Hit from the back row. Set from Zoe to Ray Fuller with the tip. That's heading backwards. Off the ceiling and back onto the floor. Ottawa looking frustrated over there. There's a timeout for the Spirit.
The 7th player is the net sometimes. The 8th player is the rafters, and the rafters get the kill on that one. Forcing the timeout for Ottawa.
Lions doing a great job of not letting us get into their heads and get them down too much, being down in this set. Able to bring it back and retake the lead, 12-11 here in the 4th set. Justice trying to pull this set victory off and bring on that rarely seen 5th set. We haven't seen any of them this year.
We have not. Looking forward to it.
Not to get ahead of ourselves. They got to take care of business here in the 4th.
Absolutely.
Good set outs. Oh, that's a kind of a fading hit there. Zoe Pepper, Braden able to get there. Malela tips it. And that one's down for another point.
That set was kind of a no man's land, but Malela hung with that to put it away. Real cross-court shot there.
Let's not forget Braden Calamity somehow not falling under the net on that one either. Sam Atwood says that one's mine. The Lumberjack bringing the lumber in the kill. Number 7 kills for Samantha Atwood.
We said 6-7. Did you hear that?
Don't bring that up.
We said 6-7.
All of our younger viewers will know what that means. I don't, because I'm an old man.
That's long.
Hit is long, and another point. Alyssa Parra, the flying squirrel, has been back there a while. Let's keep this rally going.
Keep it going. She's on a spree right now. It's what you want to see if you're a Lion fan.
There's another one. There's a set to the back, falling away. Zoe Pepper gets it back to Braden. Samantha Atwood says, again, that's mine. 4-kill number 8.
Timber.
Better watch their back. We have a serial killer.
Absolutely. Parra is still serving here. But that one,
I'm guessing the chant from the Lions Loyal section just does not help things.
Sometimes it backfires there, Jason. And that serve was long.
You got to not chant when we're on offense. Chant when they're on offense to try and get in their head.
There it is.
Zoe Pepper puts it up. There's Braden to Atwood, who's on a roll. And that is a net violation on Ottawa. Register another kill for Atwood, number 9.
And that was a perfect set by Calamity in the perfect position.
Atwood comes out of the game in favor of Erica Graves.
That's way long.
Zoe knew it right when that hit her hand. Here comes Rodriguez in for Zoe Pepper. 13-17 in favor of Justice. The serve could have been out of bounds, but too close to tell. Parra from the back row. There's a set to the back. Saved up top. There's Erica Graves pushing it back over. Coming to the outside. That was Bentley Sloan, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that was. And that's another point for Ottawa.
This has been a very competitive set all the way through.
Parra has to lean forward for that one. That's Ray Fuller with a fantastic kill. I got it, Matt. With the way she's hitting those kills, the Stingray.
Oh, I like Stingray. I like Stingray. Oh, that's good. Serving Sadie here for the Lions. Off the rafter. Another rafter assist on that one.
Really got to control those passes. We're used to being able to put a little more power underneath those passes in some bigger gyms, but that doesn't work here. Sadie right back to the same spot. Here's a set, and the tip doesn't get over.
Not quite enough mustard on that one by Sloan. And back to set, serving Sadie here.
Right back, same spot again. She likes that side of the court. Sets to the middle. Oh, attempted your George Greven finger roll. Didn't quite
Got
get
it.
that.
Yeah, just not quite enough on that. Another timeout.
Another timeout from Ottawa. Matt, you love to see it when a team has to call 2 quick timeouts. That means your side's doing something right.
It does. They need a reset after the reset. That shows you got some momentum going, and the Lions are definitely jazzed up in the huddle. They're not really talking strategy. They're singing over there.
They are.
You like that for camaraderie.
Sometimes if you come off and you're in a rally like that, you don't want to necessarily distract from what's
Yeah.
happening by putting a lot of X's and O's in. Just let them keep that feel going.
Meanwhile, over on Ottawa's side, Coach Gardenhire is definitely keeping the girls.
I won't say he's angry, but he certainly doesn't look
He's
happy.
not. No, and he's just keeping them in the game. He's keeping them fired up, keeping them composed. Don't lose your composure here. Don't play outside yourself. Play. You know how to play. Just stay in control.
Sadie back to serve once again. Goes to the middle on that one. Libero picks that one up. Here's a back set to Sloan. Picked up by Rodriguez. Here's Sadie Oswald. And a great kill from the Gravedigger.
That was a great set by Sadie as well. Set and Sadie. Let Erica Graves put that one away. And back to Sadie for serving Sadie.
Back to her first spot there in the back corner. Good set backward. That's going to be a pushover. Sadie there to pick it up, which means Rodriguez is doing the setting. Malala there, tip though. They can put that ball up again. Somehow they're fighting for it. Erica Graves. It went down the line. We had height with Lana, height with Erica. Not enough height with Yvette Rodriguez to get that last one.
And Sloan, I mean, you saw it on her face. She's just kind of like, enough of this. And she puts it away. And back to her to serve now. That was a fun point, though, all the way around.
Out of bounds. That one goes to the Lions. Maddie Moran again quick on the point because I looked up thinking it was 24, but it's just 23 right now.
Penultimate, this is the penultimate point for the Lions.
Or the Michael Jordan point, as it were.
The Michael Jordan point.
Ooh, picked up by Rodriguez. Sadie back to Lana Hoffman. Picked up well by the Ottawa defender. Little trickeration. Sadie keeps it up somehow. Rodriguez from the back row. Got a good rally coming. Here's a hit. Sadie keeps it up in the air. Malala sets it up for Para. Who's long, and she knew it. She knew it. That's that, what do we call that yell from Gabe when we were calling soccer?
But like tribal.
The tribal yell out of Alyssa because she knew.
Everything there was great except the finish. You know, that last hit was just long.
Sadie was everywhere. A couple of great saves.
Everywhere.
Rodriguez to Oswald.
Oh, no.
That was a little bit long for Lana, but not long enough for Alyssa. So that's going to be a point. 23-17
Right
in
into
favor of the Lions.
Right into no woman's land there, and
dare we say saving Sadie as well?
she can do it all there, Jason.
Into the net. I don't think she jump served the first couple serves, did she?
I don't know. She might have been trying something new on that one. But set point now for Erica Graves and the Lions.
Alyssa talking to her team. The captain making sure everybody on the same page. There's going to be a hit to the middle blocker, and that one's in. Well executed set and play by Ottawa. Here comes Zoe Pepper back in for Erica Graves. And a couple subs in for Ottawa as well. Anissa Palm, one of them, and it was Sophia Apostle was the other one that came in. So they're trying to counter with some height. Although Anissa's back to serve. Into the net. And that set goes to the Lions, 25-18. And we're going to get that elusive fifth set, Matt.
The winner take all fifth set. This has been very evenly matched, Jason. It's been good to see, all the ladies here tonight really giving 100% effort, and now it's going to transfer to the fourth. A little confusion here. The Lions were switching sides of the net for the fifth set, but Ottawa was staying pat. So it looks like Justice is going to go back to the side they were just on.
Which works out well, I think, for Justice, because our student section is on this side where Ottawa is, and so that might bode well. Lizzie Simmons doing a cartwheel. Fun to see, but please don't get hurt. That's all I say. Do you remember, and again, this is going to be a dated reference, do you remember, who was it for the Cardinals?
Bill Grammatica.
The kicker for the
Bill
Cardinals.
Grammatica, yeah.
That's a dated reference, I know, but coming in after hitting the game winner, he leapt out of all this excitement, tore his ACL, and he was out the rest of the year. Craziness.
I'm not sure he ever played again. I'd have to stat check that one.
Oh, you know why? You know what I'm thinking? His brother was Martin Grammatica, wasn't it? And he played more.
Yeah.
Lots of football talk for a volleyball match, but I'm just saying, celebration is good until it's not.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Don't be silly out there, but have a good time. It's a fine balance, but I'm excited to see a fifth set here, Jason. I think you definitely see some tired players out there. A lot of balls into the net and just not quite timing jumps right. So this might be a war of attrition here in round five, like a heavyweight match. Our PA announcer, Silent K, just darted out the back door there.
I mean, sometimes you got it. You know what I'm saying?
You just got it.
There's only like 2 minutes between each set, so. Of course, you didn't tell me which way he ran, so I didn't need to share all that, did I?
I wasn't going to say what he's doing. We saw exactly what he's doing.
I just said sometimes you got it. I didn't say what he was doing.
You just got it.
Oh, the fancy footwork from
we're
Silent K.
We're watching
back.
Silent K here, our PA announcer, Cody Ness, and
oh, look at this.
Back to his post here.
He refuses to say he's an old man like I am. He's hopping up on the stage. That was entertaining. Thank you, Silent K, for that entertainment.
Justice coming out already, taking the court here with a similar lineup that we saw at the beginning of the night.
Maddie Moran over to give a big hug to Zoe Pepper, fellow liberos. Maddie out with the concussion. You know she wants to be in. She's given some good encouragement to Zoe on her way in for this final set. The Ottawa faithful still here. That's a long drive. You want to stay for every minute of the action you can from that drive. Okay, I think the referees are now done with their verifications, and we're about ready to get going with set number 5. All tied up at 2 sets apiece. Braden Calamity going to serve to start. Picked up well by Ottawa. There's a set tip from the middle. Zoe Pepper puts it out for Alyssa, who's going to get the hit off the top of the net. Here comes the set to the outside. That was strong. They're saying in, bench saying out. Unfortunately, the bench doesn't get a vote, Matt.
You know, that could have gone either way, but Ottawa gets the point. It's ruled in. And they take the first point of this 5th set.
Bailey Nabel back to serve. Fielded well. There's a hit from Samantha Atwood. They're not going to get there. We're always concerned with our stage here on this side that players unfamiliar with the court, we want them to do a header into the stage. So she stopped herself, worked out okay, but that's a point to the Lions.
And on that one, Atwood kind of mishit that, but mishit that in the best way for her team. It deflected off of Ottawa.
Para back there. She had a run last game. Let's see what she can do this time.
Oh!
Good hit. Good block. Oh, hits the ground. Zoe sets it out to Ray Fuller. Good hit fielded by the back row. Here comes the outside hit. That one's off the, they're calling it off the tip. That looked off the net. Oh, that one is off the block. And that is Sam Atwood, the lumberjack bringing a lumber.
She's got a couple blocks here tonight. That one was beautiful. Back to Para with the early 2-1 advantage here in set 5 for the Lions. Over on 2.
Braden back to Ray. Ray off the tip. The set to the outside. That one's long from the Apostle, Sophia Apostle.
I don't know if we're allowed to give nicknames to the other team, but we're going to.
Well, okay, so we'll just say from Apostle. How about that?
Okay.
Because that is her name.
Yeah, I think that is her name.
Just no the.
No the.
Okay. Para again with the serve. Interesting serve back, but it cuts over. There's Braden out to Malayla Chegg off the tip. Nobody can get there, and that is a point, Lions.
That's kill number 5 for Chegg. She's having one of her best games so far this year.
Alyssa Para back to the serve. I have to say, Matt, I am not an athletic person, but I have played in a co-ed volleyball league, and Alyssa Para was on the other side on another team. She rattled off 12 straight points before we had any answer for her, so it is tough.
She has it in her for sure.
Good hit, fielded by Para. Off the roof. Oh, this time, Justice, the victim of the ceiling.
The ceiling giveth, and the ceiling taketh away. And right there, it burned the Lions. More subs.
That made her see lean for the ball in the wrong direction.
She did.
And into the net.
Five-2 Lions. Atwood back to serve here for the Lions.
Some of our baseball guys taking credit for that point. They feel like they were in her head on that.
They can have it. They can have it.
But you know what? Not that we believe in karma here at Justice University, but sometimes when you got some swagger on your sideline, it comes back to bite you on this side. So that went out of bounds. Point to Ottawa. 5-3 in favor of Justice. Malayla Chegg, there's the set from Braden. Ray Fuller with the good hit, but blocked. Over, there's Para. Calamity. Rodriguez somehow gets it. Saved by Chegg. There's Braden back to Chegg with the tip. And that's out of bounds, and that's a point for the Lions.
That was just beautiful stick-to-itiveness for the Lions. Chegg, again, another beautiful play. That's her 6th kill.
What a great word, man. For almost 8 o'clock on a Thursday night, stick-to-itiveness. And here's serving Sadie, out to serve. Have to dig for that one.
That's Sadie Oswald doing Sadie Oswald things right there, Jason. Beautiful serve.
Timeout, Ottawa.
You need to talk it over here. You don't want the 5th set getting away from you. So he wants to slow that momentum right away and talk things over. Meanwhile, Justice trying to stay loose over on their sideline. Pumping each other up, giving each other atta-girls. Really just trying to stay in.
Dancing in the huddle again, like you mentioned last time.
They are.
This team, though, Matt, I'll tell you, seems to play the best when they're free-flowing and just enjoying each other's company and their teammates. It's when things get a little bit out of hand that they start to have trouble because it gets in their head.
When they get a little tight, that's when bad things happen. So staying loose is super important for the momentum and the flow and the camaraderie and the connection, all of that. And serving Sadie back at her thing.
Great serve. Set to the outside. Great tip. But out of bounds. And that's a Justice point. Man, I thought that tip from Sloan was going to be in, but that was just out of bounds.
Sadie can put it anywhere on the court. She's not afraid to place it anywhere she wants. She looks for where might be an optimal spot, and she goes for it. Off the rafter.
A point, ceiling.
I think Bentley Sloan's about had it with our ceiling here tonight. I can't blame her for that.
Matt, we got a Kevin Durant sighting back there.
He's about as tall as Kevin Durant. That's the crazy thing.
Defended well. There's a serve, there's a push. Set to Sadie. Sadie out to Malela.
Oh,
Just not in rhythm and puts it into the net. The ball goes back over to Ottawa.
she just laughs that one off, Jason. She knows it. She just mishit that, and you can't get in your head about things like that. You gotta have a short memory. You gotta be a goldfish, Jason. The shortest memory in the animal kingdom. Be a goldfish.
Rodriguez, City. There's Erica Graves. That one's in! And that's a side out in the point. Couple of Lions looking in disbelief, but hey man, as long as it lands inside that green line, doesn't matter how it looks.
Another mishit that worked out. You could hear it. It didn't get hit well, but it found some ground.
Malela Chegg on the serve. Oh, there's the tip back from Para. And a point to the Lions. Starting to see the first swagger of the season on the Justice bench. Chegg into the net on that one.
Yeah, Lay's getting a little tired there, but Para, that's a risky play, reaching your hands over the net, because if you make any contact, that's a point for Ottawa.
You got to know you've got the air underneath it to make that play. Otherwise, yeah, that's dangerous.
Deep into the fifth set, going for that's pretty risky. But here's Bentley Sloan.
Out of bounds. Back to the Lions. 12-5 is the score in favor of the good guys, or good girls, as it were.
Erica Graves back to serve for the Lions. Tipped over.
Sadie Oswald back to Para. Sadie Oswald back to Para again, who's going to tip it back. Sloan there. Here comes the set to the outside.
Out.
Serve, but out. No touch. That's a point to the Lions. That's the timeout when you don't want the front line to get their hands on it.
Right.
And another timeout from Ottawa.
Lions with the 8-point lead here, 13-5 in set number 5.
One thing you can always count on from Coach Chrissy and Coach Jackie, they don't look exuberant. They look happy and they look confident, but they don't look exuberant yet. They know it's not over until it's over.
They know that. They don't get too ahead of themselves. They try to keep the girls, they try to demonstrate that calm. And Erica Graves back to serve here again.
A little bit of a lofted serve there to the back. There's an errant set. Para able to put it back up there. Sadie to Atwood. Blocked back. That's probably the first time Atwood's got it for a kill that didn't go down.
True, Janke was right there doing her thing and getting the point for Ottawa.
This is Addison Adams serving. There's Sadie Atwood again. Kind of a falling serve inside the out-of-bounds line, though, so it worked. Para out there and block, and that's a point for the Lions. That was an impressive save, though, from Big C there.
Big C, some good play there for sure. She definitely got the save, kept it inside that stake. Kept it alive momentarily before the Lions put it away on their side.
And this time we're not seeing setter for setter. Both Braden, I'm sorry, Sadie did come out. Braden's in. A serve from Calamity, set to the middle, just over her fingertips.
Pavanko just couldn't play with it.
15-point set, so that is set and match for the Lions. That's the first one of the season, Matt. Great to see.
Amazing to see, Jason. The girls really hung in there. When you lose 2 sets in a row, it's very hard to regain that momentum. After winning the first set, they then fought back. Won set 4 and then took set 5 to win the match. Great first win for the Lions. You could tell a weight off of their collective shoulders, getting that under their belt. accountable or not, they needed this.
This is what they call the getaway game. They're getting out of town next week for a series in California. A couple against West Coast Baptist, I believe, and then one against the same West Cliff team we just saw here. So that's a good way to go out, getting a good match win, your first of the season. So thank you all for watching and listening to our broadcast tonight. I want to thank our producer, Jessie, for all the setup and all the camera work she did today and monitoring live chat. She's been multi-talented. They are just about to end here with a prayer, so we'll do that and then we'll sign off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for tuning in. Our next broadcast, I don't have right in front of me, but it will be, I believe men's soccer might be the next one. But keep an eye, if you don't already, follow the Instagram for Prof. G and Shively. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check out the podcast wherever podcasts are offered. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.